All right. So that was something. That was definitely something. So, hey everyone, this is Kevin, your failed journalist. It just dawned on me we have so many lights out. I guess we're going to have to be in the filthy, disgusting kitchen to talk about that crazy, crazy ending to the Academy Awards. Now, earlier today, I did my traditional live stream reaction to whatever won Best Picture, which in this case it was Nomadland. And you might have noticed if you watched that little 5-minute clip that we were very confused because never before since I've been watching the Oscars, had they ever given Best Picture out as anything other than the last award of the night. They just didn't do that. But tonight, here they were. They hadn't given out the top 2 acting prizes yet, and they were giving out Best Picture, the award that you always save for last, because that's the point of the Academy Awards. That's the finishing touchdown, the final home run, the whatever it's called in tennis. It's the last thing. It's what the whole night is leading up to. And yet, we have Best Picture being presented, and there's no Best Actress or Actor. Now then, Best Actress comes on, and already we have a little bit of a shock, because I did not think that they would give Frances McDormand a third Best Actress award, especially when she just won a few years ago. I thought it would be Viola Davis or Audra Day, maybe Carey Mulligan, but they gave it to Frances McDormand. Now, whatever, it still makes a little bit of sense. I mean, first of all, Nomadland only won Best Director, so it had to win something other than... It had to win more than 2 awards for the Best Picture to seem legit. It just kind of doesn't feel legit when a Best Picture winner only wins 2 awards. So, whatever. If that's what they wanted their third award to be, fine. But then, as I'm doing a Zoom Oscar party, because, even though most of us are vaccinated, it's just one more year. Next year we can do the Oscar party in person. And we start thinking, why on earth would they rearrange the Best Picture this way? And so we're thinking maybe it's because they're going to do a tribute to Chadwick Bozeman. They're going to get to Best Actor will be the final award of the night. Chadwick Bozeman will win. His wife will give an emotional speech. There'll be a big celebration. It'll be a huge moment in Oscars history. And that would be enough to justify moving the Best Picture up a couple awards early. And then Anthony Hopkins wins in a stunning upset. Now, I am going to say something right now that is probably not going to be considered very popular, or probably even very nice if we're being honest. But I'm going to say it. Keep in mind, it's just my opinion. Objectively speaking, Anthony Hopkins gave the better performance. I know, you don't have to agree with me. And Chadwick Boseman, maybe he was number 2, but Anthony Hopkins did give a better performance. This is just my opinion. Any other year, he would be the one to beat. But we had an actor up for an award who was a very, very sentimental choice to win this thing. And we just assumed he would. I mean, I kind of kept forgetting a couple of key things, though. One, people who get nominated for acting awards after they die is less than a dozen. And of those dozen people, only 2 people have won the award, which was Peter Finch and Heath Ledger. Basically, if you die or keel over or die from a disease or a sickness, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to sway the Academy to give you an Oscar as a Lifetime Achievement Award. It just doesn't mean that's going to happen. I also forgot that Chadwick Boseman's performance was not tied to a movie nominated for Best Picture. In fact, this may even explain why presumed frontrunners Viola Davis and Audra Day, I think their name was, did not win in those roles either. We assumed that they would give those awards to those powerhouse performances, but those performances were not tied to a Best Picture nominee. In fact, a few years ago, when we thought Glenn Close would finally win her long overdue Oscar for The Wife, we overlooked the fact that she did not have a Best Picture nominee connected to her role. But Olivia Colman, who did upset, did have a Best Picture nominee tied to. And so, after getting over the absolute shock of the whole thing, I think I realized, maybe, what if the Academy was not moving Best Actor to the end to give a big tribute to Chadwick Boseman? What if that's just what we thought they were doing? What if the whole reason for moving Best Actor to the end of the awards was because there are people who know what the winners are before the night comes. There's very, very few select people. What if they found out Anthony Hopkins had won and Chadwick Boseman had not? Well, people are, to be blunt, not going to be very happy about that. In fact, I think something like that could very, very much sour the mood. They knew Hopkins would not be there to accept the award. So, what do? Let's move Best Actor to last. We're going to announce Anthony Hopkins wins. The Academy accepts the award on his behalf. Show cuts off. What if the rearranging of Best Picture to not be the last award of the night? What if that was basically because they knew that Chadwick Boseman, which was pretty much considered a sure thing by a lot of people, was not going to win? They didn't want someone in the Best Picture speech or the Best Director speech to basically have to acknowledge that Boseman lost and that he should have won. Why ruin their parade? Why publicly broadcast the disappointment of the many in the room? Why would they? So they save it for last. And they say, you know what? It's out there. Cut it off. As for the reaction, we know it's going to be fast. We know it's going to be vicious. That's a tomorrow issue. We'll have to deal with it tomorrow. We'll probably announce something along the lines of we're going to send out more invites to continue to diversify our ranks, to get more inclusion, even though in many ways this was by far the most inclusive Oscars I had ever seen. Even though the lead actors still went to, white people, I guess. The supporting actors were people of different ethnicities, the songwriters, the costume designers. The Academy really was very diverse this year, but it's unfortunately probably not going to matter because Chadwick Boseman lost, and that's going to be the focal point. And Anthony Hopkins, poor Anthony Hopkins, one of the greatest actors of all our time, did give one of the performances of his career in The Father. It's the kind of performance that normally we criticize the Academy for not giving Oscars to. But because we're very sentimental about Boseman and how we lost him, and we lost him too soon, Anthony Hopkins is going to be unfairly crucified in the media for this, even though he did not do anything wrong other than be Anthony frickin' Hopkins, one of the greatest actors of all time. You know who I'm actually a little peeved at right now? I'm actually a little peeved at Netflix. I mean, I did not predict an upset like this or anything, but my whole thing was Netflix, you have 2 Chadwick Boseman films where he gives award-worthy performances. Do we need them both in the same year? There's not going to be any more. Why couldn't The Five Bloods be delayed till next year? Why couldn't Ma Rainey's Bottom be delayed till next year? Why not give Boseman 2 chances to win? I don't know. So they're the ones that I'm kind of, in hindsight, really upset about. But this is going to be interesting and maybe even a little scary to read the headlines. Because, look, the Academy broke a lot of ground tonight. They gave a movie starring a woman Best Picture. They haven't done that in a while. I mean, I think the last time they did it was The Shape of Water. And before that, it's been an even longer affair. They gave the first Asian woman Best Director. They gave the first Asian actress Best Supporting Actress. They gave Daniel Kaluuya, I'm always mispronouncing his name, I'm sorry, a much, much deserved Best Supporting Actor Oscar, even though I would argue he was the lead. But hey, that was a well-deserved award otherwise. They gave Soul an Oscar, and Soul has a black protagonist. They get, some of the people who won the technical awards were people of color and different ethnicities. It was a very diverse. The Academy actually did what, the activists want them to do, and they weren't just token awards either. They were much deserved awards. But because Chadwick Bozeman didn't win, because the Academy felt that Anthony Hopkins did a better job, and in all fairness, I think they're right. He did do a better job. There's going to be a lot of articles about how the Oscars are still racist, that they're still white, and that they need to be rethought of, and they need to be redone, and Anthony Hopkins is going to be dragged through the mud not having done anything wrong. So, look, it's kind of a shame that this is how it turned out. I would really like everybody who got their awards. We've had like a sucky year. We've had a real sucky year. I wish they could take their Oscars home. I wish they could talk about how glad it is they won, what it means to them to win. And you know what they're just going to be asked about? Do you think Chadwick Boseman deserved to get snubbed? Did the Academy snub Chadwick Boseman? And it's like, it's just a shame. And, it's frustrating because I did want Boseman to win. I did. And part of me is still upset that he didn't because, even though it shouldn't matter, Hopkins did win before. Bozeman will never have another chance to win. That does bother me a little bit, but at the same time, the Academy did something that we all too often criticize them for not doing. They put the politics aside, and they simply awarded the best performance, but of all the times that they could have done that, people are not going to be happy. We're going to be talking about this for a very long time. The Academy is going to come under heavy fire. Anthony Hopkins is going to be unfairly crucified for this. This is very, very interesting. So anyway, folks, it's about 9:30. I got to go to bed. I'm still collecting my thoughts. Maybe I'll make a follow-up. I don't know. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think they moved Best Actor to the end because they knew that they were going to cause a huge, it was going to hit the fan and there was going to be a storm. And basically, at least for tonight, they were going to mitigate the disaster and the anger as much as they could. So anyway, folks, thank you for watching me live. If you're new here and you like videos like this, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, comment below, share it, and I'm very interested to hear what your thoughts about this are. Do you think Anthony Hopkins truly gave the better performance and deserved to win or not? And hey, even if you feel he did give the better performance, do you think he should have won? Or do you think the Academy should have said, you know what? You did the better performance in our minds, but we're going to give it to this person for this reason. I would really love to know, so comment below, and I will see you all later.